Hey guys, Infidel 1258 here. Today I just want to do a shorter video at the end of the season here to give you, I guess, a couple beer tips that can help you get a little bit more. This is something you could do every day in Splinterlands, but really in any sort of blockchain-based video game that's going to give you those daily rewards that are seemingly trivial. This is something you got to do regularly to maximize and really benefit from. But listen, pay attention, and try and implement this for yourself, and you're going to be happy you did it in several months or years. And it's just so easy and it makes so much sense. But let's get into it. So we're 8.5 hours away from the end of the season. You're going to get some significant rewards at that time. And just as a little update before we get into it, I'm on my main account, 53 loot chests, champion chests. I'm in champion 3 with my main account, 1.6 million power. I've rented out about 500,000 on this account this season. And we're getting about 3 dailies. Now, this is mostly Archmage work, so thank you, Archmage. I am still happily a customer of that product. I have a beta Archmage now that I'm running on my Infidel account because I want those discounted rates when the time comes, and I've got an Archmage on my secondary account, my 1258 Scholar 1, and those are diamond chests. It's this account is struggling, so quick little update on Archmage. Definitely good. Definitely doing what I wanted to when I can't play the account, and I was away for 6 days this season, but this has quietly been doing it for me. I would argue this is evidently, like very clearly, not as good as a human. With 500,000 power, most players are going to crush this, and we're going to do way better than that. And it just boils down to, it's a good product. It's not perfect. And it doesn't know how to play certain cards. It knows how to play what is common for bots to play. It doesn't know some of the creative stuff that you might try with some of the cards in front of you right now. These are excellent cards. This is a great deck. But I don't want to do a video about Archmage. That's just, I want to quickly comment on where I'm at with my rewards before we get into the topic of the video, which is this. Every single day, especially at the end of the season, but every single day, I like to log in and I like to check and see what's one small way I can move the needle forward today. That's what it is. It's like, look, today the season's about to end. Can I grind a few more loot chests? And these are champion chests. This is the prime time. Let's get in there and see if we can get a couple more wins together, and we can maybe get the season chests up. Each one of them is very potentially significant. That's one alternative. Let's put that on the maybe pile. My daily chests are really close to another one. That's another dime. That's a champion chest. That's a real strong contender for my attention right now. I could play a game or two and just see if I can't maybe squeak into that next bracket at least. Maybe go on a win streak and pull this up to 5 or 6. That'd be really significant. That's a better choice for me than this one even. But let's keep looking. My alt account, I'm going to ask the same question. 27 loot chests, on the precipice of getting 28. Yes, I'd like to see that happen. But these are diamond chests. That becomes less impactful than those champ chests. And the bot's going to get that one more. Like, the bot's going to keep playing. So this is, yes, I want that, and I'm happy to do this, but this is like not as powerful an opportunity as over here. Now, lastly, and what I've already done, in fact, I recorded a video before this one. My audio was messed on it, so I had to stop and redo it. But so this is the Cole's Nose version. I just did like a half an hour video where I did a rank grind, and I went on like a nasty losing streak, as you can see here, over the last 35 minutes. It was a 40-minute video, guys. Tons of conversation around the matches, but also this issue of like every single thing. What can I do to get a little bit more today? And then I just wrapped it up by renting cards because I am done. Like, I'm tired. I'm tired physically. I'm tired emotionally after this big losing streak. So if that's you and you know the season's about to end, one more thing you can do at the end of that day to get a little bit more out of it is ask yourself, can I afford to rent some power? And if so, if there's some cards that you don't need, maybe a lot of them, maybe if you got 500,000 power but you're playing in silver, you could rent out a couple 100,000 power probably. And Maybe that's a few key cards, or maybe it's a lot of low level cards. And what I did, I'll quickly show ya. I just put up a ton of different, these are all just fresh rentals 8 minutes ago. I rented out about 1,000 new cards that were all level 1 BCX gold foils. Sorry, level 3 1 BCX gold foil cards. And that was from common on, because I just happen to be lucky enough to have a lot of those amazing cards to rent out. But they are in no way helping me, right? I don't need that collection power. Those cards are not functional from a win perspective. Like, they're not helping me making my deck better. They are literally just on the books. And so why are they not rented? Every single day. I should have seen that a week ago. Forget about today. But if you come in to this game on a daily basis and with that mindset of, okay, look, my season rewards are coming soon. Can I push this? Like, how's my ECR doing? Can I grind a couple more games here to try and push that issue and get more chests? Maybe your ECR is low. Okay, no, don't do that. What about your alt account? How's that doing? If you're done for the season, what about these rentals? And are there cards in here that you could just always potentially rent? And the filters are great, guys. You come in here and you just see rentable, yes. For rent, no, because I want to see the ones that I'm not currently renting. Delegated, no. And then some of the ways that I quickly do it is I'll look at just my gold foils, and I'll arrange by BCX to the lower BCXs. I don't want to rent my big boys because these ones I'm often using. Now, I can see here there's a 2 Gargoyle Lions. I'm not using duplicates, so I could go ahead and select that one. There's another one. So there's quite a few in here, actually. And I could grab these little 2 BCXers. Jared Scar is in there. So I'm not going to rent him out because he's worth holding on to. A gold foil Jared Scar. Maybe I could. Let's do it. What about these guys? Yeah. So that's a few more guys I'm going to rent out. And then that's gold foils. I've already did my level 1 BCX gold foil, my level 1 BCX gold foils. That's one thing I'll do. Another is that I'll, look at regular foil, and I won't look at common because regular foil 1 BCX commons are not going to usually rent for very much. Now there are some that will rent, but that's not common. That's not very typical. So let's check out the rares, and we'll see if there's some level 1 like Haunted Spirit. Maybe the level 1 BCX of that might rent. I don't know. It's worth a shot. That's probably, I don't know. You're not going to get much out of those. Now I could rent some of these juicy max levels, but I don't want to rent those. Maybe a double though. Soul Strangler there. I don't need to have 20 copies of that. And the more time you're willing to spend in here to do this, the more you're going to be able to identify things like, why am I sitting on these Kalia Friendles? Of course I should rent those level 1s. They probably aren't going to get much, but they're not doing anything for me. And then epics. And again, I like looking at the low BCX. These are not likely the cards I'm using regularly. I don't often use the War Chang. I could rent that. But every now and then I like to play it, so I won't. I already went through and looked at my epics before this video in the failed first attempt. Jin Mura at level 1 could go. Do I have any doubles? Not right now. So that's about it. That's just 22 more cards, but let's go ahead and rent them. Those are all mostly gold foils. And now I feel like in the last 10 minutes, I've identified one cool way to get a little bit more DEC. 300 DEC so far, and that Jared Scar is gonna rent. See Jared Scar, where'd he go? Level 3. So there's level 2 is going for about 126. We got a level 3. Let's call it, I don't know, 250. I don't know if that's gonna work, but let's try it. Because I'm looking at the prices for the level 2 Jared Scar, and it's only 126, but the level 2 has 3 BCX and my copy has, I think, 6 BCX. And so I don't know, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. If it does, 500 EAC. If it doesn't, no skin off my back, because I wasn't using them anyways. And every single day, if you ask that sort of, if you come to the game with that sort of idea of what's one thing I can do right now that pushes the needle and helps me extract more value, you are going to be so happy you did in 3 or 4 years. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope you have awesome season rewards. Tell me in the comments below what you got. What was your big thing tomorrow? I want to see that. Have an amazing day. God bless.